Welcome back. It is Friday, August 29th in the MLB, and my five favorite picks are on the way. What's going on, everyone? It's Logan from Calling Our Shot. Obviously, just me today. Austin is on a cruise, paid for by FanDuel. Just kidding. Just kidding. Do not do not attack him. He's on a cruise for one of our friends' bachelor party. So it's just me holding it down, and hopefully we can get back on track. Have a little nice Friday and win into the weekend. I'll be doing the videos Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe even Monday. Who knows? Depends on when Austin comes back. But before we dive into the picks, I told you I have five, and I want to spoil something in the beginning. NRFI Nation returns towards the end, so you do want to come back for that. But let's talk about the recap from yesterday. The disappointing, frustrating season. Just oh my gosh, 1-2 day really should have been a 2-1 day. Let's talk about it. Austin had a no sweat over in that White Sox Yankees game, which was a great call there. My Brewers team total, if I told you they scored 4 runs in the first 3 innings, I would just put 100 units on that. Nope. What do? They go the rest of the game scoreless and end on 4 on the hook. Just brutal. And then that no home run play in the Giants game did not cash. But again, it's just been a frustrating season. It's tough. It's like we won some, and then all the bad luck just cascades right down on our head. But we can't let that get us down. I mean, I'm just going to push through, for the rest of the month into football season. Then we'll see once football season comes back, where we're at. Speaking of football season, college football season is underway. Obviously, if you haven't checked out our Thursday, Friday video, go do that. I'm 1-0 on the college football season. Last night I had South Florida first half spread. They ended up kicking Boise State's butt last night, so that was a great call. See what I'm rolling with for Friday. It is in that Georgia Tech Colorado game. So if you do love college football, go check out that video. And then also there's a video dropping today for our Saturday picks, and we know the Saturday games are bigger. Obviously, those are the bigger matchups: Texas, Ohio State, Clemson, LSU, etc. So go check out that video. That drops today at noon. You'll come back to the channel. You don't want to miss that. I mean, college football, in my opinion, is my best sport. It's my favorite sport to bet. And we have not been getting the bad luck in college football like we do baseball this year. I mean, oof. But without further ado, let's talk about the picks today. My first pick is going to be back to the scene of success yesterday. It's going to be the Yankees and White Sox over 8.5, minus 120 odds on Fanatics. Now, yesterday, obviously, we cashed this one with ease. Austin liked it, and I love that pick as well. It was a no sweat over. I would play this one to minus 130, then go play it at 9 or 9.5 for plus money. But let's talk about why I like this. I mean, first and foremost, these two offenses are seeing the ball well right now. There's no reason not to run this back in the series. Obviously, a little bit different pitching matchup today, but it doesn't really scare me all that much. Let's talk about who starts for the White Sox today. It's Yoendrys Gomez. 4.73 ERA, 1.49 whip. Gomez has a 5.4 expected ERA. His walk percentage is high at 12%. Those are recipes for a disaster against a Yankees team that is very hot right now. Gomez also hasn't went over 5 innings pitched in any start this season. So we'll dip into the White Sox bullpen early. And you'll understand in a second why that's a good thing for an over. Over the last 2 weeks, the Yankees are 5th best in batting average versus righty, sitting 287. This offense is hitting their stride right now. When postseason comes, who knows what they look like. But right now, I know what this Yankees team is, and they're a hot offense. I want to back them in some way. And then also, starting for the Yankees, Carlos Rodon, 3.24 ERA, 1.07 whip for Rodon. Now, on the road, Rodon's ERA is a 3.62, which is significantly higher than what it is at home. He's been lights out at Yankee Stadium. On the road is where he's a little bit vulnerable. White Sox have the lowest strikeout percentage to lefties this month. Why is that important? Because Carlos Rodon relies heavily on the strikeout. And when he does that, and when he's not getting the strikeout, when he's walking people and getting sharp contact, that's really where the wheels fall off for Rodon. I think this White Sox offense can be pesky to him today. I don't think it's going to be a great start for him. White Sox are 7th best in batting average versus left-handed pitching this month, hitting 274. They've been seeing lefties well. So if they get on base, if they reach against Rodon, make him work a little bit, I think they could attack him for 3+ earned runs, get us a great way towards this over. And then we go to the bullpens, which is why I love this pick, even more. Over the last 2 weeks, White Sox are 30th in bullpen ERA at an 8.6. Yankees are 22nd in bullpen ERA at a 5.06. So 2 back-of-the-pack bullpens recently. two starters that I could see getting touched up for sure. But again, Gomez doesn't go that deep. He hasn't went over 5 innings pitched. So we're going to dip into that terrible White Sox bullpen. I love this as our favorite total of the day. Hopefully we can cash that one running it back. Now the second pick of the day is going to be a team total, and I have a little PTSD from yesterday's team total. Brutal beat there. But today's is going to cash its plus value. Mariners team total over 4.5 plus 108 odds on FanDuel. Now, when I'm looking at the pitching slate today, I really wanted to target a pitcher that I want to fade, and I wanted to fade Logan Allen. I mean, in this matchup, we're going to have 9 innings of guaranteed at bats because the Mariners are on the road team. And prior to last game, the Mariners were over this line in 3 straight starts, so they kind of hit a minor speed bump in the last game. But they've been hitting consistently 5+ runs in these games, so I think this offense is still right there where we need them. And again, Logan Allen is a pitcher I want to fade today. He starts for the Guardians, 4.35 ERA, 1.43 WHIP. Now, Allen has a 5.95 ERA in August, and he's coming off a 9 earned run game against the Rangers. Now, you could say 9 earned run game is an outlier, and I would agree with that. But I would also say a 6 ERA in August means you're just not coming into this game in great form. He hasn't really figured it out. And when I watch Logan Allen, there's just something kind of like off-putting about him. He doesn't look comfortable on the mound. He kind of looks, nervous all the time. And just his StatCast metrics support that narrative. I mean, he's terrible. 28th percentile in barrel percentage, 19th percentile in K percentage. He also puts on free base runners, and that's what you can't do. 19th percentile in walk percentage. So the Mariners are patient at the plate tonight. They can definitely, get those base runners on. And over the last week, Mariners are 17th in batting average versus lefties. So about middle of the pack in terms of offense. That's kind of why we're getting a plus value price on this. If they were just scorching against lefties, this would be like minus 130, and there's just, not a whole lot of value on that. But plus value on this one with the wind blowing out at Progressive Field. That's always something I like to check is where's the wind blowing, because that ballpark can play very hitter friendly when we have an outblowing wind. And then Allen has allowed 3 home runs in his last start. Again, I could see him spinning a few, hangers right over the middle of the plate, and it's up to the Mariners to be able to do something with that. Over the last 2 weeks, the Guardians are 11th in bullpen ERA, but there will still be chances late to cash this over. Look, guys, I love this as my favorite team total. The Brewers yesterday almost sent me into retirement, but I said, I'm waking up tomorrow. I'm getting some revenge. I'm looking for a plus money team total I really like, and that falls to the Mariners today. Now let's go to the third pick. It's going to be a money line. It's going to be the Cincinnati Reds on the money line, minus 122 odds on FanDuel. Now, if you got some Reds PTSD, me too. I mean, we backed them in that Dodgers series not to get swept. They had a million chances really to cover that run line. They just didn't do it. That just was a bad series for them. After getting swept by the Dodgers, they're going to come back. They're going to bounce back at home. This is a great spot for the Reds. Zach Littell starts for them today, 3.62 ERA, 1.14 WHIP. Littell has his best batting average allowed of the season in August at a 241. So he's kind of entering this game where I want him. I want to see Zach Littell in good form. And with runners in scoring position, Littell's been solid. 222 batting average allowed with runners in scoring position. And this Cardinals offense is just so inconsistent. Some games they'll give you a lot. More often than not, though, they're not really hitting. St. Louis just hitting 164 in their last 5 games versus right-handed pitching. So again, if you told me Littell shut him down tonight and had a 5 or 6 innings pitched, 1 or 2 earned run type game, give him a quality start, I can definitely see that. And then on the other side, we're going to need some run support, and it's going to come against Matthew Liberatore, who starts for the Cardinals, 4.27 ERA, 1.29 WHIP for Liberatore. He faced the Reds back in May, only 3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, short start for Liberatore. But in August, he enters with a 5.4 ERA, 287 a batting average allowed with runners in scoring position. There's a lot of numbers that really support Matthew Liberatore being a fade. I can see it today. At Great American Ballpark, a very pitcher-friendly ballpark, Liberatore's game it does not translate well there. At home versus left-handed pitching, the Reds are 7th best in batting average this month, hitting 296. The offense has been there at Great American Ballpark and versus left-handed pitching. That's what we get against Liberatore today. Hopefully they can bring the bats today. Do not strand as many runners as I saw in that Dodgers series. It's disgusting. And then we go to the bullpens. Over the last 2 weeks, Reds are 7th in bullpen ERA, Cardinals 18th in bullpen ERA. So we have the starting pitching matchup or advantage We have hopefully the offensive advantage, and we do have that bullpen advantage. I love the Reds today on the money line, and we're not paying heavy juice either. I mean, the Reds and Cardinals in the books kind of price them as neck and neck, but again, I think the Reds have the advantage there. Now we go to the fourth pick, which is a player prop, and it is obviously not my pick. This is Austin's pick that he told me to play for just a quarter unit. Again, do not play a full unit on this. It's going to be Kyle Schwarber, first at-bat walk, plus 600 odds on DraftKings. I don't know if we've taken a prop like this. We've taken walk props before, but this one's very specific. It is towards his first at-bat. He's either going to walk or he's not. So we're going to know when Kyle Schwarber comes up to the plate, the crowd going crazy at Citizens Bank Park, does he walk today? Austin is banking on it being a yes, and he's like, look, great value on this one. Just play it for a quarter unit for me. And I said, all right, message received. He's coming off 4 home run game last night. The world knows that. I mean, and the Braves know that. We know that. This is a long shot for him to get walked in his first at-bat. That's why it's plus 600. But if you look at his matchup versus Elder, 0 for 6 with 3 walks versus Elder. So he's walked plenty of times already versus Bryce Elder. And he also has Elder has an 11.6 walk rate versus lefties compared to just a 5.5% walk rate to righties. So he's got pretty much double the walk rate to left-handed batters. And after what Schwarber did to them yesterday, I could see the Braves pitching around him. I mean, that's just it's a common sense baseball play, and the value there is certainly there. Again, if he grounds out, home runs, whatever, this bet loses. But at a quarter unit, I think the risk is certainly there. For Kyle Schwarber to walk in his first at bat. Look, plus 600, we'll play that any day of the week. That's how we're going to try to rescue this season, is with some value plays, and we love that. Now, the last pick, as I kind of touched on it in the beginning of the show, where it's going to be a NRFI. And you know what? If Austin knew I was playing a NRFI without him, he'd be a little bit upset, but he'll understand. I like the Orioles and Giants. No run first inning, minus 120 odds on BetMGM. NRFI Nation returns because I need something to just spark some life into betting baseball recently, because it's just been so miserable losing picks on bad beats like almost every night, it feels like. So if I'm going to lose, I at least want to have a little bit fun with this one. I'm playing 0.75 units on this one. So that one plus the Schwarber one will add up to a unit risk, but I think it's worth it, guys. The NRFI Nation, we've got the flags out. And this is the first NRFI in a while. I don't even remember the last NRFI we've taken, but we head to the Bay for this one. Robbie Ray starts for the Giants. He's NRFI'd in 3 of his last 4 home starts. Pretty solid pitcher, Robbie Ray. He's only allowing a 205 batting average first time through the order, and that's pretty solid. The Orioles are tied for 23rd in first inning runs per game. Not that great of an offense in the first inning, and I think Robbie Ray holds them down. And then on the other side, it's going to be Dean Kramer, who was NRFI'd in 3 straight road starts. Again, Dean Kramer doesn't pitch well at Camden, but he pitches pretty well on the road. Again, a pitcher-friendly ballpark in San Francisco tonight. And the Giants are tied for 23rd in first inning runs per game. These two offenses are tied with each other in first inning runs per game. I think both these 2 starting pitchers come out and get the 3 outs we need. NRFI Nation, let's fly the flags. It has been a hot minute since we've backed a NRFI. And look, guys, I need something to bring life back into the sport and get a little bit of joy. We've had our best seasons betting baseball when we have NRFIs on the card, and I love that as the favorite NRFI of the day. Let's see if we can get hot with adding NRFI Nation back to the card. Let's see. I mean, it can't go any worse than what it has been. So it's worth it in my opinion. Let's do a quick recap because we had 5 picks on the card. We had the over in Yankees White Sox. We had Mariners team total over 4.5. Reds on the money line. Schwarber first at-bat walk, and then NRFI Nation returns with the Orioles and Giants. No run first inning. Thank you guys so much, for watching. It has been a whirlwind of a season. I know. I mean, I've been trying my best, and sometimes your best is not enough. You do not swing the bat for these players, but hopefully we can kind of get a spark to end the month. Hopefully, Austin was the bad luck we needed, and no Austin today results in a solid day. We'll see. Fingers crossed. But thank you guys so much. Check out the college football videos. We'll link them on the screen once they are live. Again, the Friday video is already out, but if you're looking for the Saturday picks, that video will drop later at noon today. Thank you guys so much. See you on the next one.